And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan. Once again, bringing you my thoughts and review for today's episode of Star Wars is The Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 15 and 16. Now, 15 and 16 are the last two episodes of this season. It does end in a cliffhanger, so if you've not seen the episodes yet or caught up to Bad Batch yet, big spoilers ahead because there's some pretty big stuff in here that we really need to talk about. So, we all know that, Crosshairs, he got captured. He's with the other clones that also got captured as well. And they're in a laboratory somewhere. And we all know the Empire also really wants to get their hands on Omega. Why? Not really sure. Whether Omega's DNA can help create midichlorians, something else, help the Emperor come back, whatever. Doesn't really know. We don't really know. So the team decides, okay, we're going to have to go try to figure out where exactly he is. So they decide to pretty much go to this facility that the Empire have to try to get information on this doctor and where exactly is his main laboratory. He's at a certain location, and they need to get there and try to figure out where he's at. Where is Crosshairs at? Because they need to get their brother out of there immediately. Of course, things start to go kind of haywire when the Empire shows up and they start doing their thing. Governor Tarkin is there at this point, which, you know who Tarkin is. We all hate the guy. He's just as worse as Darth Vader, and Darth Vader's even scared of him. So he is second command to the Emperor only, and then Vader will be third. So that's how pretty much how powerful Tarkin is. So, he sends the order to try to capture them. Things don't go exactly according to plan. And they end up in, I guess, one of those cable carts, trying to get the power back on. Something happens. And then from there, it leaves off to episode 16, where, it continues from where they left off. And, of course, we see, supposedly, not really sure if it's official yet. I mean, they think it is, but not really sure. But we do see Tech pretty much go off the cliff where the cable cart is attached to try to draw some time for the others to escape, because they got some TIE fighters coming their way into attacking them, or the clones clone ships attacking the little cable carts. It snaps off and Tech falls to his doom. Now, we don't really know exactly if he's dead, but the team officially thinks that he is dead. And then later on in the episode, the Empire pretty much finds his goggles all cracked, all messed up. So, is he really dead? I don't really think he's dead. I think he's just injured. Maybe he's hiding somewhere, but maybe we have to wait till next season to see what happens. But I'm not really sure. So, that was pretty dramatic. Of course, they do escape with the help of Sid. They go back to her place to try to hide, try to recuperate. We see Fives come back, that little robot that helped one of the clones who were injured back in the Clone Wars episodes. He returns, or a robot version of himself. I'm not really sure which version of the robot is, but I just say Fives. It's easier to say Fives because it's the same robot. Anyway, they try to recuperate. Omega's upset that they lost Tech. They're not really sure what to do now, and of course, at this point now, they get double-crossed by Sid, and then she turns them over to the Empire. Empire shows up, captures Hunter, Wrecker, and they also capture Omega. Now the other one, he's still there, the one with the robot hand. He's still out there. He tries to help him out. They eventually get the other two out of there, and Omega gets captured. Omega gets captured, which is the main goal that the Empire wanted. They wanted Omega because, like I said before, her blood or whatever, her DNA. And now the team's got to do a double rescue. And we see Omega go to the lab where Crosshairs is at. And then we find out that Crosshairs is there. He's still injured. They're using experiments on him. And one of the doctors is like second command. She's another doctor, and she tells Omega, hey, listen, you and I are sisters. So it ends in a cliffhanger. Not exactly sure what the heck does that mean. She's an older version of her that they were trying to clone Omega, because she's the only one who's very successful being perfectly cloned. And they just cloned her adult version of her. Not really sure, but it just ends like that. So if this was the last episode of the season, overall, I really enjoyed this season. Obviously, it's the same stuff like the first season of the team. You know, they do missions, they get into some snags, and then things happen. But I liked about this season most of all is because we got to see more of the pieces of the puzzle that connects from episode 3 all the way to here, leading up to episode 4, leading up to the Empire, and all that stuff. So I thought that stuff really worked, and I really liked all that stuff. I really love all the characters. I like Omega. I love Wrecker's my favorite out of all the characters. I like Hunter. I love seeing Crosshairs kind of redeem himself a little bit. I thought that stuff worked a lot. I thought the whole season overall was a lot of fun, and I hope there's a third season for it. And I can't wait to see what happens to this crew and exactly what happens to them after episode 3 and this, and of course leading to episode 4 before Rebels. So yeah, so if it is over, it was great. If it's not over and we're still gonna get more, awesome. I can review that as well, but until then we have to wait. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about this season, if it was the last two episodes, sorry. And what do you think about the whole thing as a whole? Did you guys like it, not like it? Leave me a comment below. Let me know. Stay tuned for more, and thank you very much, and have a good night.